The 2019 Ford F-150 Limited. Hi, I'm Tim Bartz, Internet Sales Manager here at McArthur Ford in Salina, Kansas. In this video, we're going to go over the standard as well as optional equipment on this limited trim of the 2019 Ford F-150. Now, I'm not going to lie, we've really been looking forward to getting the Limited in because in 2019, it's going to get the high output 3.5 liter EcoBoost engine, giving you more power on this than it was in the previous years. So if you've been looking for that, it has now arrived. We're going to have that. We're going to talk about that in just a little bit. But I am going to walk around. We're going to go over the standard equipment first. Check the description down below. I'm going to have timestamps as we walk around it, talking about the front, the side, and the back, as well as inside and the optional equipment. So we'll have those timestamps for those different parts of the video. We'll also have the prices on that optional equipment for you. So if you kind of want to know what the added for some of those options are, there are a lot of options on the F-150. Most of them have to do with different accessories for the bed, but I'm going to have those down below, as well as the videos linked for the XL, XLT, Lariat, King Ranch, and Platinum videos. As we get those done, I'll add those to the description down below. Right now, we don't have any of those available yet, but we'll be getting that videos out there soon as well. So we're looking forward to this. We're going to go ahead and start off. I want to talk about some safety real quick before we move into the front, talking about that engine in the front of the vehicle. Now, the safety on these F-150s are one of the safest trucks on the road. It is an overall 5-star rating for the star rating there for safety. You're going to get a 5-star rating for driver and front passenger, as well as side impact for not only the front but also the rear, and a 4-star rating for rollover. So very safe vehicle. You're going to have dual stage front airbags for the driver and front passenger up there. It's going to deploy a different size airbag, depends on how close you are to the steering wheel. Also side impact airbags. They're going to deploy from those front seats, so that way, you know, if side impact, it's going to deploy those from those seat backs there. Also, safety canopy airbag that's going to come down and protect with rollover sensors in case of any rollover there, and that's why I get such a high rating there for that. And then you do get advanced track with roll stability control, so help you keep you on your intended path, those slick driving roads, or maybe going to those curves a little bit too fast. That sometimes happens, and that's going to help you stay on your intended path that way. Also, this does get the SOS post-crash alert system that's going to honk the horns and flash the lights. If you happen to be in an accident and you're off the road, so people can come to your safety that way, and that's a great way to alert other drivers that you're off the road. Also, this gets advanced security package too. So it's going to get that intrusion sensors for you, also perimeter alarm around the vehicle. So all those things that go along with that advanced security package is already going to be standard equipment on your Limiteds. Also, new for 2019 on all of your F-150s is the pre-collision assist with the emergency braking system, the automatic emergency braking system. So it's a front collision warning. So if you're coming up behind somebody or coming up and someone's going stopped or maybe going really slow when you're not hitting your brake, it's going to alert you with a series of lights on the dash and tones that you need to stop, and will initiate the brakes if you don't. So that's going to be standard equipment on all your F-150s. So that's really great to have that feature on this particular vehicle. A lot of other advanced technologies, but that is something that I thought is a nice safety feature that needs to be kind of covered during this part of the video. But let's go ahead and move up front. Let's talk about that new engine for 2019. Now let's talk about this engine. Upgraded for 2019, you get the high output 3.5 liter EcoBoost engine. That's going to deliver 450 horsepower, 510 pound-feet of torque. So this is the same engine they're putting in the F-150 Raptor. So when you think about that for a second, it is going to be the same engine, but it's going to be lighter than the Raptor. Because of the Raptor upgraded suspension system and frame to handle off-roading, this is going to be much lighter than the Raptor, but have the same engine. So it's going to be faster than what the Raptor will be. So if you think about that, if you're looking for that fast truck, this will be one of the fastest F-150s or trucks on the road. So I think you really like that. 10-speed automatic transmission as well with select shift, so you can put it in that select shift mode or the sport mode, and you can shift it up and down like a manual transmission. So it's going to include that 10-speed to go along with that 3.5 high output V6 engine. So plenty of power behind this. Now also with this, you can get these in either 2-wheel drive or 4-wheel drive, and then the 4-wheel drive will have their 4-wheel drive system, their all-wheel drive system with it, and then you're going to only get this available in your Super Crew models, so keep that in mind too. Now let's talk about the styling here on the front. This does have the limited badging here, or the lettering on the hood. That is the only vehicle you're on the F-150 lineup that you see any kind of badgings on the hood. You are going to have the satin chrome grille here. So satin chrome finish here around. You're going to have the chrome bars in the middle and then silver inserts in here as well. So really nice luxury grille for this, specifically only on the Limited. You'll see some of the 2-bar grills on the other trims, but this is going to have a specific design here for your Limiteds. Body colored bumpers as well. The only other place you see the body colored bumpers is on your Platinums, as well as some of your sport models and your Lariat XLT and XLs. You are going to have a quad beam LED headlight to standard equipment. They are automatic. That means they're going to come on automatically as it gets dark, turn off as it gets light when you have in the auto setting. LED fog lights as well down here. And you are going to get auto high beams as well. Auto high beams work a lot like your automatic headlights, so if there's no one in front of you, it's going to go ahead and turn those high beams on. If someone approaches you, if you're in town, it's going to shut them off. Now, auto high beams is a feature that if you don't like that doing it for you, you can uncheck it in the settings screen there on your productivity screen under the lighting section. So just uncheck that box and it's going to deactivate that. So real easy to do there, and some great features there. All your 4x4s will have the chrome tow hooks up here in the front as well, underneath those body colored bumpers up there, and just a great look to the front of it. Now, all these I mentioned earlier have that pre-collision assist there with the automatic emergency braking. Also, you're going to get the pedestrian detection for your Limited, so it will detect those pedestrians as well as vehicles as you're approaching them if they're in your way and you're not paying attention, and alert you with those lights, as I mentioned earlier, in the series of tones, and starting that brake initiation if you don't with the pedestrians as well. Also, standard equipment on these are going to be your adaptive cruise control with stop and go, which means you can set that gap on your steering wheel there of how close you want to be monitored there. And then as you approach someone, you don't have to hit your brakes. It's going to automatically slow you down to go the speed of the vehicle in front of you. Even come to a complete stop if that happens. If you're in that stop and go type traffic there, you don't have to use your brakes or your gas to speed back up or resume or any of that. It's going to do it for you. When you pass them or it's safe for you to speed back up, it will resume. So love how that works, and it does bring you to a complete stop. Some people have asked that before. So great system there. Also, all your Limiteds are going to come standard with your technology package. We see that package on your, I think, your King Ranches and your Platinums, but it's going to be standard equipment on all your Limiteds. And that's going to include your 360-degree camera. So there's a camera here on the front of the vehicle, as well as under each of the exterior mirrors and the back of the tailgate. So you're going to see a split screen, 360-degree view around you, as well as that front or back camera and that other side. And then when you hit that camera button, you can go ahead and see the full view of either that front or backup camera. Hit that button again and it'll even zoom it in a little bit closer. So especially if you're backing up to those trailers or pulling into garages to get just enough just in there to fit that truck in there, you can pull it in using that camera as you pull forward. So that's going to be part of that technology package. Also, your lane keeping system. And this is great. It includes 3 features. It includes your driver alert. Driver alert just allows the system to know whether or not you're taking your hands off the steering wheel and you're being very cautious. It alerts you and puts a little note there on your productivity screen, as well as a tone that you aren't paying attention. Maybe you need to be more alert and you need to be paying attention a little bit more, and it'll let you know that. Even puts a little coffee cup in there if you need to pull off if it's using it too often. Also, it uses a lane keeping alert. So that means if you leave your lane, that lane departure alert, it's going to use vibrations on the steering wheel and let you know that you're going over the line into the other lane. And then you can also include, if you want to, the aid system, which actually will help keep you in your lane. So what it'll do is once you get to that line, it'll bump you and use torque vectoring to keep you in your lane. Now keep in mind, this is just an aid system, so don't count on it, because it does need to know that those lines are there, and it'll actually light up green on those lines and let you know that it's activated. Because sometimes if you're on a road that has those kind of worn and it doesn't see that, it's not going to be able to keep you in your lane, alert you, or even bump you back in. So just keep in mind, that's just really to aid you in your driving. Also, you get the active park assist with the technology package too. So that's going to help you parallel park the truck. So it'll take care of all the steering, even help you find those parking spaces while you control the gas and the brake. And I do have a video on our how-to videos on our YouTube channel if you want to check that out. Try to link it down below, but you can find it in our video playlist there under the how-tos. And it's a really great video that shows you kind of how that system works. The first part of that is what's going to be on this truck, and then there's a second and third part of that video that is not, that technology is not available on the F-150. So just keep that in mind as you're watching that video. So great technologies on this, on the front of the vehicle, and so I think you're really going to like it. Also, you're going to get rain sensing wipers as well on this vehicle. Standard equipment on your Limiteds. So when you're having that one of those auto settings or the intermittent settings, What it's going to do is when it starts to rain, it's going to turn those wipers on. As it rains a little bit faster, it'll turn them on a little bit. It'll wipe those a little bit faster as well. So that'll be a nice system. Also, the windshield wiper de-icers is also standard equipment on your limiteds, which comes in real handy in Kansas. A lot of times you defrost that windshield, it's still cold outside, you have water on those wipers, and they'll freeze up on you and then you just can't use them, but the windshield wiper de-icers will help keep those defrosted, so that way they're actually functional in those situations when you're driving in that cold, rainy, or even snowy weather when you're driving down the highway or even in town. So I think you'll really like that as well. So some great technologies that is going to be standard equipment so far that we talked about on the front. But let's move around to the side and show you some other great features. Now, as we move around to the side, let's talk about the wheel first, because this is a special wheel you only get on your limiteds, and it's a 22-inch satin chrome finished aluminum wheel. So real nice premium wheel. I love the spoke count on this. It just looks real sharp, kind of fills up that wheel well with this. And the 22-inch wheel is only going to be available on your platinum, or your limiteds, I should say. Your platinum King Ranches and your Lariats see a 20-inch wheel, even some of your XLTs, but you don't get the 22 unless you go up to this limited. Also, you're going to have body colored wheel lip molding over here, body colored mirror caps as well, and a lot of mirror features that go along with this. You get power heated glass here. You also get auto dimming driver side view mirror, which means it's going to dim that mirror if cars want to come up beside you with those bright lights. Also, you're going to get LED spotlights here on the side. So you have a switch above your headlights there, two switches, one for the left and the right mirror. You turn that on, it's going to cast out a spotlight on the side of the vehicle here. Also, you're going to get a high intensity LED spotlights, and I mentioned high intensity because it is an upgrade. So you get normally you'd see maybe an LED security approach lamp on some of your Lariats, but when you go on up to these luxury packages like your Platinum and your Limited, you're going to get a high intensity LED spotlight that's going to really light up the side of the truck here when you approach the vehicle, use your keyless entry, or put your hands in the door handle with intelligent access, which we're going to talk about in just a little bit. Also, power fold mirror feature as well. You just have to press the button there on the door, and it's going to go ahead and power fold that mirror in towards there. Also, you're going to get your Bliss with cross traffic alert. And the way Bliss works, it's a blind spot information system for Ford. If there's someone in your blind spot, it's going to put a light in the corner of that mirror and let you know it's not safe to go in that lane at that time. So specific to that mirror on that side of the vehicle. Also, as you're backing up, if someone's going to cross your path behind you, it's going to alert you with a light on the mirror from the side they might be coming from. Puts a message on the dash telling you if they're coming from the left or the right, and a series of tones that it's not safe to back up. So I love this feature and how it works. Also includes your trailer. So if you have a trailer back there, it will also alert you if there's someone in the blind spot of your trailer. So if it's a little bit further back, it's going to give you that same alert as well. So great features that come along with that, the mirror features here. Let's talk about the intelligent access. Briefly mentioned it just a second ago. You just leave that key fob in your pocket, purse, whatever it might be. Walk up, put your hands in the door handle. It's going to automatically unlock the vehicle for you and then allow you to get access in and out of the vehicle. Also allows you to use push button start, so you don't have to get the keys out of your pocket to get in and out of the vehicle or to start the vehicle. So that's a very nice, convenient feature. Just press the black knob there when you get out, and it's going to lock the vehicle up for you without having to get that keys out. You do have keypad here on the pillar. A lot of people will say, well, why do you need that if you have the intelligent access? If you happen to not have the keys on you, you can use your own special code to get in and out of the truck, as well as if you want to leave the keys in it, you can do that using the keypad to lock and lock the vehicle. So, because if you have the keys in it and try to lock it with this, it will not lock. So, because those keys are in there, so you would use the keypad to do that. So, that's a convenience for you as well in those different situations. Also, power deployable running boards. So, you can see these running boards will deploy down a little bit lower than most of your other side running boards or those platform running boards on some of the other packages. And then what's great about it is that when you have those, also nice chrome accent on the side of that before we tuck this under. But if you shut the doors, it does tuck it under, kind of protects the top of those running boards from that mud, the snow, that kind of thing collecting on the top of that, like some of your other running boards will, and some of that inclement weather like that. So also just a real clean look when it's tucked up underneath there as well. So nice bright Bedliner molding here, give that nice luxury look. Privacy glass on these back windows as well as the back glass. Keeps it cooler for everybody inside. It doesn't be standard equipment on all your limiteds. In fact, I think it's standard equipment on your XLT on above, but you're going to have that. Also in the back, I did mention a couple other safety features I want to talk about is the child safety locks. You can lock those doors so that way the kids on the inside can't open those doors if you're driving down the road. Also, you're going to get that latch system. Lower anchors and tethers for children. Helps you securely bring those booster seats and those car seats back in the back of those vehicles, making it very safe for them if you happen to have a collision. And then you do have rear inflatable seat belts. Those are those outbound seats there in the back. We'll have those rear inflatable seat belts for those toddlers, those kids that are out of those car seats now. That'll help protect them in any kind of accidents there. And then also standard equipment now on all your limiteds is going to be the 36-gallon fuel tank. So it isn't upgraded. Normally in the past it's been optional equipment for you. It is now standard equipment on all your limiteds. Now as we move to the back, you're going to see LED tail lights back here, just like the LED headlights as well. So much brighter. People are going to know you're wanting to brake. That's going to be a nice feature for you. You do have this tailgate applique. Everyone loves this satin chrome finish with your limited lettering etched in there, so it just looks real sharp. F-150 badge as well as your Ford blue oval on each side there. Just looks great on here. Also body colored bumpers, just like the front, with reverse sensing in those. Now of course we already talked about the active park assist, getting the sensors on the front, back, and the side to be able to protect you all the way around the vehicle as you're backing up, alerting you that way. Also your rear view camera back is going to be placed right here. You will also get an LED light on the back of the tailgate here. That way it kind of lights up, so as you're backing up to that trailer, you're able to see it easily even at nighttime. Satin chrome applique on your latch up there too. So Class 4 receiver hitch down here is standard equipment with your 4-pin and 7-pin wiring. And notice there on the bumpers, that is a little bit different on your limited. You're going to see a nice rear exit dual exhaust back here with the bright tips there. So it just looks real sharp on the back of the truck. It gives it a nice luxury look and performance look as well. Now this does have, from the lariat on above, you get the remote tailgate release. So let me show you how that works. Here on the remote, just press this remote button twice and it's going to unlock it and it's going to lower it down. The tailgate does lock with your doors, so keep that in mind. You can unlock and lock them just the same as your doors there. Now inside, a lot of features in here as well. You have your box link system, first thing I want to talk about, and those are those plates there on the side of the bed, 2 on each side. That just allows you to put those lockable cleats in there if you want to. It gives you some ways to be able to put some other accessories in here we'll talk about in just a little bit, and when we talk about optional equipment, you're going to have that too. Tie downs as well. We have 2 up there by the front of the bed there, and then 2 back here in the back. Just allows you to tie things down inside the bed so that way it won't roll around on you. And then you do have the LED box lighting. So you just press this button back here, and it's going to use LED box lighting or LED lights here on the corners, angled just right so you can see everything inside. And then also upgrades the back center high mounted stoplight up there to LED lights as well up there. So really lights up that bed so you can load things up even at nighttime. It comes in real handy there. And then that back window here is going to get your rear defrost, also power sliding rear window. So you see that on your lariats on above, but I like to mention all the equipment that is going to be standard on your limited edition trucks. Now moving to the interior here, I love the features in here, and I'm going to give you first a clip of the dash. I do that on all the interiors so you can see a good idea what it looks like. So real nice upgrade here. You're going to see a leather trim on the dash up there with the stitching on it, as well as some nice upgraded around the vents, some nice appliques around there, as well as the nice wood grain finish, not only above your glove box, also the media hub on your doors. Just a great finish to it. And then you're going to see some nice upgrades as well. We're going to get to some close-ups of some of the other things as well. So I really love even the stitching on the steering wheel, just all the little touches on it. In fact, let's go ahead and zoom in a little bit. I'm going to give you a close-up of the door here. So you can see even the rollover on the door. The inserts in here is going to be leather trimmed as well as your armrest. Nice white stitching on that, or that I should say tan stitching on that. So real nice finish to that. So nice upgraded leather trim there, and the wood grain finish as you can see right there too. So a great look to the interior. Also these seats, they did change it for 2019, so I love how they went with these camelback leather seats here. They are a nice upgraded leather seat here, a little higher material leather than you're seeing with the other trucks here. Really upgrades it, and I love the upgrade with these camelback seats here from that navy pearl in the past. So you're going to really love the nice upgrade to that. So you have that light tan with the dark brown on trimmed on the outside with the stitching as well, and you can see the quilted bolsters there too with the limited badging on the back. So love the upgrade that they did and the changes they did for 2019. A lot of people were turned off with that navy pearl or that blue interior for 2018. So I think you're going to bring those people back for the limited for 2019. Also, you're going to have your dual power seats. They're 10-way. In fact, actually, these are the multi-contoured seats that are standard equipment on your Limited. So you can just press that lumbar over here, and it's going to turn on the screen here for your driver and front passenger to be able to change the lumbar settings for the backrest, and I think 3 different spots there, and give you the massaging seat features for your seat cushion as well as your seat back. So you have that to be able to turn on there. So nice multi-contoured seats for you. For the driver and front passenger. Also, you're going to get your heated and ventilated seats in here too, so for the driver and front passenger too. So you're going to have the nice cooled seats. They used to call them cooled in the past. Now they're ventilated. They actually pull the air through the seats instead of trying to cool the seats off. You have less condensation on the floor. Also, it's quieter too, so I think everybody will love the upgrades there. Back seats 3 back there. Those 2 outside seats are going to get heated seats, and you'll see the nice perforations in those seats as well to keep that nice and cool. And you're going to see the same quality leather in the rear seat as well as the front seat up here. You have an armrest that comes on a middle backrest as well, so you can get a good view of that right there. And those seat cushions can come up, giving you extra cargo room if you want to put things inside the truck instead of putting it in the bed back there. You want to keep them dry, whatever it might be, or maybe wind or something. You want to be able to store them in there. You have that flexibility, having a really nice, a lot of room back there to be able to store a lot of things in. And behind this console, you're going to see some switches back here, or I should say some extra outlets and ways to power devices. You not only do you get a power point back there, but you're also going to get a 110 outlet, and you're going to get 2 USB ports. So plenty of ways for those passengers in the rear seat to be able to power their different devices back there. And you're going to also get those vents back there too on the back there. Here on the door, you're going to have your power windows, locks, mirror switches, including auto one touch for those front windows, and don't forget about the power mirror switch there. The power folding mirror. You also get driver memory for 3 different drivers, and it's going to memorize a lot of settings. We'll talk about those as we go into those. Of course, the seat's going to be included, and your mirrors are going to be included, and it's going to get to the easy entry and exit seat. So when you turn the vehicle off, it's going to move the seat back and the steering wheel up out of place, because it does have the power tilt and telescoping steering wheel here, which is going to be nice getting in and out. And then when you press the push button start, it's going to move the seat, the steering wheel, and the mirror, and the power adjustable pedals that electronically come forward back to the position of the last driver. And if that's not you, just press your number and it's going to adjust everything on the fly. So I love how that works there. Leather wrap heated steering wheel as well for you, and I love the stitching, the Euro style stitching here on the side. And this leather wrap steering wheel is an upgrade. I think it's Waldorf's leather, so real nice feel to it. And then you have 2 D-pads here on the steering wheel. The one here on the left is going to control your productivity screen right there in the middle between your speedometer and your tach there, and that's where all your settings are going to be, and the different drive modes are going to be right through there as well, and you're going to be able to adjust that right there easily. And then the D-pad on the right is going to control some volume controls as well as some audio controls right there, really nice and easy at your fingertips. And then below that there on the right side, you're going to see your Bluetooth controls. So that's where you can make and receive phone calls using voice commands. You can also do some other navigation settings and commands using the voice controls right there too. And then on the left side is where you're going to see your cruise control. And you see those lines there, that's how you adjust the gap for your adaptive cruise control and how fast you're censored, you're alerted, or slowed down I should say, from how far you are from the other vehicle. So I love all the upgrades here. Push button start as well as just to the right there. And then you have your 4x4 shift on the fly with automatic 4x4 setting there. And you also do get your integrated trailer brake controller as standard equipment. We'll get in the trailer backup assist here in just a little bit. For your climate control, dual zone auto climate control, so the driver and front passenger have 2 different temperatures there. You can see your heated and cooled seat buttons are right there as well. For your audio controls, it does have the B&O, that Bang & Olufsen audio sound system. I've gone from Sony to that. Real nice audio sound system. I think they did that in 2018. So I think you'll love that. I think up to 12 speakers now with that on your Limited. So great sound throughout the vehicle. It does have HD quality radio as well, and it's going to have the Sirius and XM satellite radio too to go along with that. So nice 8-inch touchscreen as well. So some views of that when we talked about the camera there. So that's going to be great. You can with the touch commands be able to control your phone, your entertainment, your climate through there, and the navigation to standard equipment with the pinch and zoom capabilities and the XM Sirius traffic and travel link. To the right over there, you're going to see your 110 outlet as well as another power point over there to the right of your audio controls right there. And then your mirror up here, auto dimming rear view mirror for you. So it's going to work just like the one on the outside. It's going to automatically dim that mirror if those cars want to come up behind you with those bright lights. And then up here on the visor, you're going to have garage door openers for 3 different garage doors using the universal garage door opener. So that's going to be a great feature if you have multiple garage doors for you. Also, this overhead console, you can see it does have a sunglass bin. You pull that down, put those sunglasses in there if you need to tuck those away. Also, you do have the switch for your power sliding rear window, and then the switches for your twin panel moonroof. Standard equipment on your Limiteds is going to be this nice twin panel moonroof with the power sunshade. So you can hit the power sunshade, it'll actually stop halfway, so if there's no one in the back seat, you can just open that up. If you want to open it on up, hit that button again, and it'll open all the way up. And then you can open the glass too by hitting the middle switches there, and it'll go ahead and power the glass open for you as well. If you want that open sky feel on that nice sunshiny day, you can do that as well. So that's going to be standard equipment for you. Now let's kind of talk about some of the other different things here on the consoles. A lot of things here as well. We call this the media hub up here. It has a nice wood grain finish up there. You can just slide that forward. Inside, you're going to see 2 smart USB ports in there, and enough room to be able to put that smartphone or different other things down here as well. You can see it's lit up as well with the ambient lighting. We're going to talk about a little bit more in just a second. What's great about that, you can power those devices using those USB ports. You can also play audio right through those. You just plug those smartphones in. You can play the audio from your smartphone right through there. And then this does have the Android Auto and Apple CarPlay as well. So it's Apple phones you'll need to plug in to get that service to work. And then, of course, your Android phones, you can just Bluetooth the phones to get the Android Auto to activate as well there for you. So that's all located down there in the media hub. Here in the center console in the middle, you're going to see your shifter here with the leather shifter knob here in a leather boot, and then you're going to see the switches right behind that is for your lane keeping system and the active park assist. That's where you're going to see to be able to activate those 2 features as part of that technology package. And then your cup holders there. Now the cup holders do get ambient lighting. In your F-150s, it's only the ice blue color. So it's going to light up those cup holders, the footwells, and your door compartments as well there. This console, limited badging here on the console cover with your VIN number and your serial number. This one's number 247 in this series for 2019. I love how that badging looks right here on the console cover. And this console cover is leather wrapped as well. So if we open that up, you're going to see inside there's a tray in there. You can put coins in there, smaller items. That tray can slide left and right there. You can also take it out if you need to, and you can see a bigger compartment in there. And there's another power point down in there as well with some spots for those cords to come out of the console so they don't get pinched if you want to put your cell phone down in there. So real nice convenience with all that there. And I think I've covered everything. Almost forgot because I can't see it from this spot here. You do have the door seal plates there on these front doors that have the limited badging with the ice blue lighting, backlighting in them as well, so they're going to light up and just glows. Just looks real special when you're getting in the vehicle too. So again, and then don't forget, you're going to get mats as well, so carpeted mats that are specific for the Limited as well. So again, we've covered all the standard equipment. Now we're going to talk about a couple different optional equipment that you can get on this truck as well. Now we're going to talk about something else that's standard equipment. I forgot to mention that there's so much equipment there on the inside. It's real easy to forget something. But I did forget the FordPass Connect is standard equipment on your XLT and above, including your Limited here. So FordPass Connect is a great way for you to stay connected to your vehicle using the FordPass app. So it's a free app you download, you put your vehicle in there, the VIN number, your own special code in there, and you can have access to your vehicle so many ways. So I love using this. I have it on my Expedition, and I just love it because it allows you to be able to remote start your vehicle from anywhere using the app. So you can actually schedule remote start times as well in there. And so that's great. You can set it up to, if you want it to remote start every morning at 7:30 or 8 o'clock like I have, so you can do that and remote start that vehicle for you so you don't forget. You can also, through that app, be able to unlock and lock your vehicle, which comes in handy, especially if you have your hands full, you leave the truck or something, you go inside, you didn't have a chance to lock it, you can lock it up or unlock it. And maybe you're not sure, you can go ahead and lock it anyway to make sure that the vehicle is locked. Maybe somebody wants to go out to your vehicle and grab something out of it. Hey, yeah, that's at my car. Go ahead and unlock the vehicle for them. You don't have to go out there and unlock it for them. So that comes in real handy. So if you're not close enough for the proximity for the remote start on the remote, you can go ahead and use the app for that. Also, you're going to get Wi-Fi hotspots for up to 10 different devices in the vehicle. So if you, that's something that is a paid subscription after 3 months or 3 gigabytes of data that you would have to sign up for. It's like $20 a month through AT&T if you want to have that benefit. It's not something that I sign up for. because all my phones have unlimited data. But if you don't, maybe people are in your vehicle, they want to be able to connect to that device if you're on that trip to another city or something. You can be able to use the Wi-Fi hotspots for up to those 10 different devices using the vehicle as a modem. So really great features within this. So also within that app, you're going to be able to see the different settings there. They're going to give you alerts and everything if you have any recalls or anything. Also, they're going to push different offers for you through that. So you definitely want to make sure that you download that app and activate your modem with your vehicle purchase when you go ahead and do that. So you make sure you want to do that. That's something that Ford requires, but there's some great conveniences out of that I really enjoy on my vehicle. So now we're going to talk about different optional equipment. First one I want to talk about is optional for your limiteds, and that is going to be your trailer tow package. Now, putting this package on your truck will really allow you to tow any more than without the package, but it gives you some other options that kind of help it function a little bit better, the engine run a little bit better with it. Because you are going to get upgraded engine oil cooler to go along with that. And you're going to get upgraded that trailer backup assist, and that's that dial in the middle that you actually probably saw earlier in we talked about the interior features. They use that dial to control steering the trailer, so you don't have to worry about whether you need to turn the steering wheel left or right to get the trailer to go left or right just right. Some people that are very experienced have no problem with that, but some of us like myself may struggle with that a little bit, and you just control the trailer with using your backup camera and that dial to back up a little bit easier. And there's some other features that also go along with that package. Most of those are standard equipment already on your limited, like the smart trailer connector, your integrated trailer brake controller, and your receiver hitch. All those are included within this package too, but they're already standard equipment on your limiteds. Now, you can also get your engine block heater. That is optional equipment for you too, especially if you live in a cold weather state. That can come in real handy, being able to go ahead and start the vehicle up just a little bit better. And then there are a couple other features that the rest of these features I'm going to talk about that if you order them from Ford, they will be invoiced on your truck. They will be shipped to the dealer though, and the dealer will install them. So there are also things you can order from the Ford accessories department too at your local Ford dealer. So keep that in mind as we talk about them. First one I want to talk about is your box side step over here. So that comes in handy if you want to be able to reach to the back of the bed back there. You can get that box side step put on the back. You just push a little button on the side of it with your foot, and it's going to kick it out to help you use that, and then you can just push it with your foot back in and lock it back into place when you're not using it. So it would go on, of course, both sides of the bed up there between your the cab there and your wheel. So that's something you can add to the vehicle. Now, I didn't mention earlier, but 5.5 foot bed is the only bed length you can get on your limiteds. So if you're wanting a 6.5 foot bed, you're going to have to look at probably the Platinum or a King Ranch or a Lariat if you're wanting that. So keep that in mind too. Also, we're going to talk about the floor liners inside. You can get a tray style all-weather floor mats. They're going to go in the footwells and the front seats, as well as the mat that goes clear across the back seat to protect them from, you know, snow, water, wet feet, that kind of thing. So that way you don't ruin the carpet in there or your carpeted mats. So that's something you can put in and get as optional equipment. It wouldn't take away from the carpeted mats. It would just be and you'd get them on top of that, so additional to that. So now let's talk about some things back here in the back you can get as well. Tailgate step is actually something you would have to order from the factory. So that is something, I mentioned some of these can be ordered through the Ford parts department. This is not one of them. You would actually have to order this when you order your truck from the factory. So tailgate step, everything's here on the inside. You just press this black square here and you pull that step out. It's already ready to go. That's already in place. Pull the handle out too, and then helps you get in and out of the truck a little bit better. So that comes in real handy for you to get in and out of the truck, and it's real nice and easy to use to lower down. The yellow buttons tell you what to do there, 1 and 2, and you put that back into place. Optional equipment. I think in the past I thought that this was standard equipment on your limiteds, but it is actually optional equipment for you. And then also for your bed, let's talk about the different things you can get inside the bed here. Of course, you can get a drop-in liner, or you can get a spray-in liner. So those are two different options for you. Again, this is something, drop-in liners, spray-in liners, if you want to get it from the factory, it will be put on your truck at the factory, but most of your dealerships, just like we are, we're a certified rental liner dealer. You can get that installed from your aftermarket department if you want to at the dealership. So you can go that either way. And this drop-in liner can be ordered from a service department, Ford service department as well. So you can get those two different options to protect the bed in there. Now also in here you can get a bed divider. It gives you dividers that you can put in there. It kind of really, just like it sounds, divides up the bed, allow you to put some different things in there, organize a little bit better. Bed dividers, I think, are something that is not available with your drop-in liner. So keep that in mind. I think it is still available with the spray-in liner though. So I think that's something there too. You can also get a bed extender. So what's really great, it's a foldable bed extender that goes across to the side here, and you can just pull it out, and then of course it latches together. You can then pull it out over your bed. It extends your bed a little bit longer. So if you occasionally need that extra foot, you can get the bed extender and be able to pull that out and be able to put some larger things in there. And then also it'll go inside. So if you want to close the bed, it gives you kind of an open area to kind of contain things in there too. So if you have groceries or something and you have a full load of people in there, you can be able to do that as well. So, and then I like how it folds up against the side of the bed too. So you'll have that. Also the ramps, the loading ramps. Now we talked about the box link system with the lockable cleats. Put those lockable cleats in there. You can get the loading ramps with the straps that secure it in there. And that helps you out if you have ATV, motorcycle that you load up in the back of the bed. That'll be real nice to have that in there. Now keep in mind, I think the ramps are not compatible with your toolboxes, which I'm going to talk about in just a second. That is not available with that, as well as your bed dividers. Because of where it's located, it would actually interfere, so you can't get the bed divider or the toolbox with the loading ramps. So keep that in mind as well. Now let's talk about a couple different toolboxes that Ford has available for you through their accessories department, and they are both a WeatherTech brand. They are an aluminum toolbox kit that you can put back there, and a lot of people like to put toolboxes on the back of their back there by the cab. So they're real nice. Two different ones. There's an aluminum one, and then there's a premium aluminum one, so it's going to be upgraded for that. And we actually haven't ordered any of these on our truck, so I don't really know what those look like. I'll try to get some photos from Ford.com on how those look. So some great accessories that can be added to your truck. Again, these are things that can be added after if you want to. Something Ford did not list on theirs is your splash guards. I'm sure that's something you can order through your parts department after you get your truck. But it's not on the order guide as being optional for you. So some great optional equipment you can add to your bed. Of course, if you're doing different things, everybody does something different with their bed, so you want to make sure you accessorize it with spray-in liners. Also, I did mention the bed covers. You do have a soft tonneau cover from Ford that you can get that's going to pull over. I think it's a foldable soft tonneau cover that you can put on the bed, as well as a folding hard tonneau cover as well. So, and those are a couple different options for you. We like to actually order from Ford afterwards, and I don't think it's on the order guide, a roll-up aluminum bed cover, and I love that one. We actually had a vehicle that had that on it, and it actually, when it's rolled up and you put the straps on to keep it in place back by the glass, it actually has the Ford blue oval on the roll-up that just looks real sharp when you have that rolled up. So other options for you as well if you can order. Like again, a lot of these can be ordered after you get the truck if you want to. So that's all your standard as well as optional equipment for that limited trim of the 2019 Ford F-150. So don't forget about the warranties as well. You get a 3-year, 36,000 mile bumper-to-bumper warranty with the 5-year, 60,000 mile powertrain warranty, and a 5-year, 60,000 mile roadside assistance. So of course, those are pretty much standard warranties on all your F-150s and your Ford vehicles alike. So great equipment. Now do check out our website, McArthur.com. There in each one of our vehicles, you can check for availability, schedule a test drive, you can see pictures, you can also see a VR experience. We call it a spin, where you can see an outside as well as inside perspective of each one of our vehicles. That's something some dealerships are doing, and we really like that. It gives you a really interactive experience of what that truck's gonna look like on the outside as well as the inside on each one of our vehicles that are in stock. And you can also on our website see vehicles that are on order. They'll be in transit, and we'll actually have the images that go along with those will be exactly what that truck's going to look like on the outside. So keep that in mind when you're looking at those. And then you can also pull up window stickers on each one of our vehicles. It's going to be located right under the images on the once you click on the vehicle to get the full details of it. So that's real nice being able to see all the standard as well as optional equipment that's ordered on that particular vehicle. So you can check that out. On our website too, you can see all the discounted prices, including rebates. Real nice and easy to be able to look at right there on our website. If you have any questions, of course, you can call or send us a text message at 785-378-5031, or you can call us toll free 1-800-874-6316. So I hope you enjoyed this video on the limited trim of the 2019 Ford F-150. So I have a free offer just for you, one of our YouTube viewers, and that's going to be free shipping on any one of our vehicles to your door if you live within the 48 states. And we do ask that you finance a vehicle with us here at Law McArthur. And it's either through Ford or any one of our lenders. We have a lot of national lenders that we use as well. And I'm really transparent about that. The shipping does cost us money, but if you finance with us, then it doesn't really, we get a kickback from the lenders that can cover some of that cost. So, but it is not a cost that gets incurred onto you. So keep that in mind. If you plan on financing a truck anyway, you want to buy a great truck from a great dealership, truck shipped and ordered exactly the way you want it to, then contact us, because we really know our product very well, and we're going to make sure you get the right truck from a good dealership that's going to follow up with you. So definitely keep that in mind. If you're looking to do that, we can help you out that way. Of course, you can call or send us a text message at 785-378-5031. Again, toll free 1-800-874-6316. If this is the first time watching one of our videos, hit that red subscribe button down there. That way you can get subscribed to our YouTube channel. We have some great Ford and Lincoln content, as well as some off-road and even Roush inventory videos, so definitely check that out. I think you're really going to like that. Hit that notification bell if you want to get notified the next time we have another video uploaded to our YouTube channel. So I think you'll really like some of the content we have here. Also, if you like this video, go ahead and smash that like button. It lets other people know it's a great video they need to watch. It really helps out our videos, and I'd really appreciate it if you want to do that for me. If you have any questions or comments, if I forgot something, put it down in the comments. I like getting that feedback. Something I got a comment the other day from someone that I didn't realize. So I know quite a bit about these Ford vehicles. I have a passion for the product, for the Ford product, but there are some things that I might miss. So there's a lot of information on this. So if I do miss something, let me know down there. I'll highlight that comment so that way other people know that as well, because I want to be as thorough and complete as I can. So definitely leave those comments down below. If you want to reach out to me on social media, you can find me on Facebook or on Twitter. I'm at Tim Bartz on any of those social media sites. And great, I love to interact with the customers, even if you don't purchase a vehicle from us. Again, I have a passion for the Ford product. I love the Ford product. I drive the Ford products as well as the Lincoln products. And I have 3 in my driveway. So I love the Ford products, and I have a passion for it. So I love talking about it. So if you have any questions for me, reach out to me on social media, and I'd be glad to talk with you about it. Even if it's just a question on your current vehicle, I can help you out that way too. So again, thanks for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed it. I really enjoyed making it for you. Until the next one, we'll see you later.